there's something missing. I was missing something inside. And so my journey, just in my own personal life, was trying to find my own purpose that felt good to me. And throughout that journey, I struggled with addiction, I struggled with depression, I struggled with anxiety. And so I really had to lean on support and ask for help. That did not come easy. But it was just through the journey of getting to know myself and through my own struggles that I started to reach out for help. I started to, ask for the coaching and getting that guidance. And then so that just led me onto my studies. I love philosophy, I love psychology, I love to study all of that stuff. And it saved my life.
Welcome to Career Coaching Secrets, the podcast where we talk with successful career coaches on how they built their success and the hard lessons they learned along the way. My name is Davis Nguyen, and I'm the founder of Purple Circle, where we help career coaches scale their business to 7 and 8 figures without burning out. Before Purple Circle, I started and scaled several 7 and 8 figure career coaching businesses myself and consulted with 2 career coaching businesses that are now doing over $100 million each. Whether you're an established coach or just building your practice for the first time, you'll discover the secrets to elevating your coaching business.
Hey everyone, welcome again to another podcast episode of Career Coaching Secrets podcast. Today my guest is Karla Elizondo. A transformational coach who helps people break through mental, emotional, and spiritual blocks to live a fully expressed life using powerful therapy modalities. She guides individuals in reprogramming their subconscious mind to shift their paradigms and take control of their future. Whether it's career, relationships, wealth, or personal growth, Karla empowers others to step into their full potential. I'm excited to explore her insights. Welcome to the show, Karla.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming. Tell me a little bit more about what inspired you to become a coach.
Wow. Well, first of all, I am a natural coach at heart. I'm a therapist too. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and a mindset coach. But you know what? It was because I needed coaching. I think everybody who's a coach, a career coach, any type of coach, they were inspired to do it because their life was transformed by coaching, right? There's nothing like holding yourself accountable, having somebody who's just a few steps ahead of you or many steps ahead of you to help you through some of the toughest challenges of your life. So think about when we have physical coaches, like sports training coaches, they bring out the best in us. And when it comes to the inner world, personal development, spiritual development, what we want to do with our life, our career, having a coach is it's so highly undervalued and people underrate it, but like that is what determines who is successful from who is not. So anybody that we know and love and who is truly successful has a coach. So that's what inspired me to be a coach, because I was coached myself when I needed it the most.
All right, cool. So just like most of the coaches I've had on the podcast as well, because they've received great coaching, that kind of inspired them to become a coach as well. Can you tell me a little bit more about your journey when you started becoming a coach to where you are at right now in your business?
Oh, yeah. So, it's always a personal journey, right? Of like, I know I was meant for more. I want to really express my unique gifts and talents. I want to reach my full potential. What does that look like? And so, of course, I was drawn to media, to television. I used to be in like journalism, and I have my undergrad in television and film, and I love to express, if you can't already tell. And I love to storytell and do all these sorts of things. But, along that journey, I realized there's something missing. I was missing something inside. And so my journey, just in my own personal life, was trying to find my own purpose that felt good to me. And throughout that journey, I struggled with addiction, I struggled with depression, I struggled with anxiety. And so I really had to lean on support and ask for help. That did not come easy. But it was just through the journey of getting to know myself and through my own struggles that I started to reach out for help. I started to, ask for the coaching and getting that guidance. And then so that just led me onto my studies. I love philosophy, I love psychology, I love to study all of that stuff. And it saved my life. Like YouTube, I always say YouTube University. I used to watch all the people with the personal development and all the books and all the trainings on YouTube. And it brought me back to life, and it really helped navigate and guide me in some of my most dark times. And cut to today, right? 20 years later, over 20 years later, I have truly, and I still am I call myself a student of life. Like I am a ferocious, voracious reader, and I love to study all the time. And now when you study and you really love what you do, it oozes out of you. You can't not teach it. So it's like they say the best teachers are the best students. And I'm finding that that's the case for me. The better student I am, the better I can teach and coach.
Amazing. And is there a specific group that you work with? Is there a specific target audience that you are going after and helping them?
I would say that it's not so much what I go after, it's what I attract. I really believe that we attract people that are just like us. So I find that I attract both men and women, but primarily women between ages of 30 and 45. People who know that they want more, the traditional route in a job, say, hasn't helped them. A lot of entrepreneurs, leaders, coaches, therapists, consultants, people who guide other people. I attract those type of clientele who, again, have their own business, have their own coaching or consultancy, or even influencers, like people on social media, people in the media, people who have a brand, right? Help people with their personal brands. How can they really come out and identify themselves and feel confident and comfortable with it? Again, I would say we were talking a little bit before, but kind of my thing is helping people find clarity and direction, and people who maybe feel a little lost or stuck or blocked, that's the people that I help.
Hmm. And is there a specific marketing channel that you found that currently works very well for you?
Yeah, I would say honestly right now, I love YouTube. YouTube is my favorite. I just reached some milestones there. You have to get like a certain amount of watch hours, and I just got them on Friday. I was really excited about that. But yeah, just I love long content form and giving people value, right? Content value. It's that know, like, trust aspect of putting yourself out there. So YouTube has been great for me, and I would say Instagram. I'm newer to LinkedIn. I'm getting better at that. I know it's really where a lot of people, a lot of my clientele are, and so really starting to write more. It's more of maybe like a blogging medium, a little newslettery, not so much video, and I'm very much video. So just trying to find my way into that LinkedIn community, and just making networks and connections there. So I would say right now YouTube and Instagram are the main ones.
And you just mentioned a milestone on YouTube. So how do you work that? So is there YouTube Lives, YouTube Shorts, YouTube long video format? How's the strategy there?
Yeah, the strategy is consistency and discipline. Just keep going. Okay. So milestones when it comes to becoming a YouTube partner, right? You can earn money. You have to achieve, well, there's two ways. First, you achieve 3,000 watch hours within a 12-month period. So you have to have at least 3,000 hours watched. And then the next one is 4,000 hours watched. So those are the milestones that you reach. It could be either through lives, through uploads, but they have to be public. And so I've been doing it for, God, I just hit my fourth year. And it was just, I really didn't have a strategy. I'm glad you mentioned that, because if you're consistent and you have discipline, you're going to win, even with somebody with the best strategy that doesn't implement. Let me tell you that right now. I didn't have a strategy. I just implemented, and I'm here. I have arrived. So it works both ways. Of course, when you have the strategy and the discipline, you're lightning, man. You can get anywhere. So when it comes to milestones, especially on YouTube, it's discipline, consistency, whether it be lives, uploads, but consistency is key.
Hmm. Okay, cool. So there is no strategy that is just consistently that has worked for you. And is there any difference from the type of engagement you get when you do a live or when you do a short, or is there like what's the one that's currently working the best for you? Trying to get
Yeah.
back to that little thing.
Yeah, to be honest, YouTube pushes out shorts, and it's just like anything. I love what Gary Vee says. I really am a big fan of him. I got the honor of training with him in September. We were in New York and we got to be in the room with him, and he helped us with our company. It was so amazing. And he's just talking about, these channels are so powerful. Whoever you are, right? Your brand, your business. If you're a career coach, if you're any kind of coach, you are your own brand. Get out there in any medium that is helpful. So he was saying that, like YouTube, it pushes out shorts. but it has to be really small, valuable content with a hook right away, get you in, because people's attention spans are really short when it comes to shorts. So quick, easy, content that helps people. But when it comes, I do lives almost every day now because I made a goal for myself for 2025 that I would do a video every day for YouTube. Isn't that crazy? People think I'm nuts. But
Wow.
guess what? Because people say, oh, you post once a week, post twice a week, don't go crazy. Look, I have a background in editing and filming and all of that stuff. So shout out to your editor. But like, I realized that me, myself as a brand, like I did not want to spend my time at my editing bay, editing, doing all this stuff until I can outsource it. But what I found is helpful right now is just doing something every day, doing something every day. And so I would say my lives get a lot of engagement, or for me, right? Even people leaving comments and I engage with them, as opposed to edited posts that I put time into. I haven't really had a strategy around that, which I'm changing. So like, subscribe, right? Stay tuned. But I would say the lives are working for me. And I think with anybody who creates content, do it in a way that's fun for you, because don't do it as a chore because this person said you should do it or this strategy works. If it's not fun for you, don't do it, because your energy's in it. People can read your energy. It's like, yeah, do what's fun for you.
Yeah. And I can tell even this is fun for you, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Yeah, your energy is very, very positive. So yeah, so that is very interesting. So lives, shorts, obviously. Is there? I can imagine that there has to be maybe a small team that helps you out with that, or you're just doing it yourself because you have the background of an editor that has helped you maybe in the
Yep.
beginning.
I'm really lucky. I do it all. I'm a one-woman show. Of course, when it gets bigger, like I will outsource. I do have an editor in mind I use for another company. I work for the Napoleon Hill Institute, which is the fastest growing personal development company in the world. If you haven't read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, it's amazing. So yes, there's a team there, but in my personal brand, I do not. I do everything, but I've been blessed again because I have a background in television, film, and editing and production. All the way, like I know how to set things up and I know how to kind of use social media in that way. So I do it on my own right now.
Oh wow, every day on your own. So there's basically no excuses for anyone else.
There isn't, and there is not, right? Because me as like somebody who loves to do edits and spend, like, think about it. If you have a 5-minute video, it takes 4 hours, right? It's like every 30 seconds, it takes so long. And, getting the perfect this and the perfect graphic or the sound effect or this, it's like, that is so fun. I love that. However, that was unsustainable for me, and it wasn't fun, right? Until I can get there and do it, like maybe one video a week. Right now I'm going to have fun and do that, but it has to be fun. um but it was becoming a chore. So now I just go live, I stream live. I do not cut, I do not edit. It is live stream, baby, and that takes, of course, repetition and being comfortable and confident on camera. But I would say that's what holds people back. They're like, going live, oh my god, like they want to cut and edit and do all this. It's like, I challenge you. I don't care what kind of coach or consultant you're in. Go live. Maybe even if it's on stories, you can take it down later, but like, start to practice speaking, and being yourself, your authentic self. Authenticity is everything. Nobody wants to see a curated, edited, perfect person. It's like, that is unrelatable. Maybe you do, but that's just not my experience. So yeah, doing all of that on my own and staying consistent, there is no excuse. Decide what you want to do, commit to it, and just follow through.
Yeah, I feel that that's true because if you try to make it curated, even with me, right? You saw at the beginning it was difficult for me to say some of the words I was trying to say.
Yeah, yeah,
It is not who I am and how I speak, and
right.
so yeah, don't try to make it very pretty. Just be yourself, basically.
Yeah. And it could be both.
Okay,
And it could be
cool.
both. You can have some real stuff that's just like authentic, and then you can have some edited, curated stuff. But if it's stopping you from doing anything because everything has to be edited and curated and it's taking you forever to do one video, it's like, forget it. People need to hear your message. People need your help. So just do it.
Mhm. Yeah. And yeah, just like I said, you only if you want to do it, you just focus on one video that you actually put your time in. But
Yeah.
most of it is, and it also comes with experience, I guess.
Yeah.
Over time, you get more comfortable speaking.
Yeah.
All right. So I wanted to ask you, what are your goals for the next 1 to 3 years? What are you working towards?
Oh my goodness. It's such a $1 million question. I'm goal oriented, right? If you do not have a goal, believe me, there is this book. Again, I mentioned it, Think and Grow Rich. He talks about having a goal. It's not about thinking and growing rich, it's about taking action. A lot of people don't know that. But he says the majority of people, 98% of people, don't even know what they want. Number one. And number two, they don't have it written down. It's just like in therapy, we have SMART goals. It has to be specific, measurable, attainable, time bound, right? Like, um, if you do not have a goal, if you do not know what you want, you are drifting. So I have learned, especially I used to study with Bob Proctor. I don't know if you're familiar with Bob Proctor. He was my mentor
Mhm.
until he passed. And I was so blessed to work with him. But he used to keep us on track. Like, what do you want? Like, I have my goal card right here. Goal card, like the goals I'm working on, I have it written down back here. So what I'm working on is continuing with my YouTube channel. You know what I really want to do more of TikTok. I love TikTok. It's. I truly think that that is such a beautiful channel that it's organic. Like I don't know, it's just a different vibe there, a little more authentic vibe. Um, so that's one of my goals. So really, right now, to be honest, I have monthly goals. Like so, for the month of March, my goal is to launch my new offerings, to do more TikTok, and to do like an edited video a week for my YouTube. And I have a financial goal, which is in my mind. I know my goal for that. I have it written down. I look at it every day. So I know I just want to grow my business. I want to grow the reach, the influence, and the help, right? It's like helping people feel more on purpose. And so that really is my goal to just help people. People feel lost and drifted right now. People are full of gifts and talents. If you're a coach listening to this, it's like you clearly want to do this for a reason and you have gifts to offer. It's like go all in, man. Don't let anything hold you back, even if it's not pretty or perfect. Like done is better than perfect. So those are my goals. Just empower people and earn money doing it.
Mhm. Yeah, and I feel like even like TikTok is gonna work very well for you because just like content, video content seems to be like your strength. I can tell that. What apart from Think and Grow Rich, is there some like a specific uh, coaching resource or support that has been valuable for you in growing your coaching business?
Yeah. Well,
You
honestly,
said you said you've received great coaching as well, right?
exactly. Well, it has all been on because, like, if you think about it, like the godfather really of personal development is Napoleon Hill, and a lot. I don't care if it's Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, Jim Rohn. They all come from those basic principles of the philosophy of success, and it's made the most millionaires. It's truly the source material. So anything that I have benefited from was an offshoot of that. Um, and of course, the Napoleon Hill Institute focuses just on that. But Bob Proctor was a mentor to me, but he carried around Think and Grow Rich until it was falling apart, right? So basically, what has helped me is again, Think and Grow Rich, Bob Proctor, You Were Born Rich. He wrote a book called You Were Born Rich. That's a great book. Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. It's all about self-image. Some young kids today call it self-concept, but it's about your self-image. It's about mindset. Who do you think you are? The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. So, just this kind of vein of the subconscious mind and training yourself living from the inside out type of thing has been an absolute game changer for me. But the basics of personal development, right? Knowing what you want, having a goal, write it down, get a plan, take inspired action, surrender, and just be disciplined and focused.
Yeah. So, and what about in like, if we were to specifically say like there's coaches that might be having difficulties with um, sales. So they get a lot of leads, they cannot convert them into sales. They might be
Yeah.
the right audience, it's just like sales have initial sales, or some people just don't generate a lot of leads. So if we were to get it down to that part, like how can they get consistent leads, consistent sales, or even consistent results? What do you say would be a very good resource that has
Mhm.
been working for you?
Right. Most people might not like it, but listen to me when I say this. This is the truth. Listen, I'm going to be 42 in May. It's not my first merry-go-round. Okay. I know I look young, but listen, your results in sales are a direct reflection of your self-image and your energy. People do not buy your product or service. They buy you. They buy your energy. So if your energy isn't right, and if you think you're just here to sell things, you're not here to sell things. What are you really here to do? Why are you doing what you do? Do you want to help people? Do you want to support people? Like, that is what you're selling them. You're selling them themselves. And so if we are in our egos and we don't have our energy right and we just want the money, people can smell that from a mile away. So if we don't have the results we want in our sales, folder, it's because we do not have our mind right. We truly, everything in this universe is energy, right? We vibrate as we attract, like attracts like. Listen, we are electromagnetic beings. Your thoughts are electric. When we get these EEGs and they measure the brain waves. Your emotions are what, how many times do you feel people? We call it vibration, right? They're good vibe, bad vibe. Your vibration, which is just another code word for saying how you feel, your emotions, are what will dictate your sales. So are you a vibrational seller? Do you sell things well, you do. I'm telling you right now, you do sell things based on your vibration, how you feel, your mood. What is your mindset? You have to get your mindset right. Your sales are a direct reflection of your mindset. If your sales aren't good, it's because your mindset is no good, period.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So that was deeper than I thought it was going to be. What is something and what is something that you wish you had known when you first started your coaching business? What is one unexpected lesson learned? And it could even be what you just said now.
Listen, when you kind of mentioned that before, I was going to say, again, this might be an unconventional answer, but like, what did I wish I knew before? Or like a mistake, like something, okay. Listening to my gut, trusting myself. Listen, there's so much information out there, so many courses, so many coaches for coaches and all this stuff. Good. Look, I've invested 6 figures. Like, take all my money if it's going to be beneficial to me. I invest in myself, so I'm not afraid of that. However, there is so much noise. Trust yourself. That's what I would tell my younger self. Like, mistakes that I've made is believing other people, letting people talk me in and out of things, and just not trusting my gut. Knowing that what I've been through, I'm the expert of my life. You're the expert of your life. Nobody can take that away from you. I remember I was working with, or I knew this girl. She was like 22 years old, and she was coaching women on disordered eating, right? And she didn't have like any licenses. And at first she had this huge following. She was very successful. I was like, who is this little girl coming in doing all this? What does she know? But she had been through it and she was just sharing her knowledge. So what I would say is she followed her gut, but a lot of people were judging her. A lot of people who might have been in her shoes would say, well, I have to go to school first. I have to do this. Of course, you have to be safe with people's health and all that stuff. But she had gotten training and education. It wasn't the traditional like PhD or doctorate level. There was doctorate levels and PhDs that were judging her and saying, who do you think you are? She was following her gut and she was helping people. So I would say that lessons learned and mistakes or things that it's trusting myself, trusting my gut. And again, it's tapping in and tuning into your why. Why are you doing this? What do you really want to do? You're not selling coaching. You're not. You're helping people find direction. That's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so helping people find direction, trust in your gut. Anyone can do it. You just need to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
What are some, even today, what are some of the biggest challenges that you face or that you're facing right now in scaling your coaching business?
I would say right now, marketing is huge, right? Just SEO, marketing, kind of that specialized knowledge that I don't have. I'm actually, timing's perfect. Like this week I'm looking in, I know people obviously from different business endeavors to like help with what's the best marketing? Is it Facebook ads? Is it LinkedIn? Is it YouTube? YouTube has ads now, like kind of educating myself. So I wouldn't say so much. It's a good challenge, right? It's a challenge of doing that research, of how best to, yes, I attract a lot, right? And that's beautiful, but marketing's everything. That's like people don't know what you offer unless you put it out there. So I'd say marketing right now, finding the best channel and the best investment for, paid ads or such things like that.
So apart from the focus that you have currently with YouTube, and in the future you're also looking TikTok, marketing, you want to see also other channels that could potentially work, be that either maybe a specific funnel, like either like an evergreen webinar or something like that, something that you just post and consistently get leads. But marketing is the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't feel like sales is a challenge for you or getting results is a challenge for you. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so how do you currently, and this is gonna be, I think because I feel that you do this very well. How do you currently balance between delivering great results to your clients and managing business growth on the other side? So working in your business versus working on your business.
It's again, I'll go back to discipline and focus. It's about organization and boundaries. Like, you have got to know what's working and you have to have boundaries. I'm learning that every day. So success with my clients, I dedicate a couple hours a day to serving them. I have strong boundaries, like they don't have access to me 24/7. I'll answer when I can. And that it's a respect both ways. Like, so boundaries with clients, making sure that they are getting the most value and that they're getting results, holding them accountable, right? So that, what does that look like? Having structured weekly meetings, same time. It's not like willy-nilly, like, oh, maybe we'll meet this time, we'll meet this time. Like, have your schedule planned and disciplined. Look, discipline, think of this as a coin. Oh, it's a coin, right? This is a coin. This is my Napoleon Hill coin, right?
Mhm.
Any coin, right, has a heads and a tails. Discipline is one side, freedom is another. You cannot have freedom without discipline. So if you're not disciplined in your business, you will never have freedom. You will never be able to have a true entrepreneur, right? You will always be an employee, even if it's of yourself. So when it comes to boundaries and managing, having a set time to dedicate to your clients and producing content for them, and then having a set business time, investing in myself, doing my research, hiring, or consulting with the right people. Just like right now, my area of opportunity or my challenge is that marketing, and I have a Go High level now. I just got that, working on the funnels, and so that is my area of opportunity. I'm excited about it. It's not like my jam in the sense, like it's a little too computer nerdy for me, but there's people that are really good at that, and I want to learn a little bit because I want to know what they're doing. But that's really what I'm focused on, my business side of growing that. So yeah, just being disciplined and focused and having a schedule, at least for your day, having some sort of organization.
And how much would you say in percentages it goes to one side or the other? So growing your business or managing business operation has how much of that space of yours? So it's like 50-50, 60-40.
Right. The number that came up right away was like 80/20. Like 80% business, whether it be working on my stuff or creating the content, or like putting, especially right now in my, like, launching this, because I'm like a few years in, like, a just individual,
Mhm.
business. So it's going to be more now. Of course, it'll switch probably, but right now, the most effort, I'm all in. So yeah, 80% kind of working on my business, 20% um, doing the client stuff.
Mhm. Okay, cool. What comes to mind when you said 80-20 is, have you also delegated some of the coaching, or is all of the coaching still going through you?
Yeah, all of it's still going through me right now. I do have a few people in my community. For example, there was a call a few months ago. I have a Wednesday group call, and I couldn't make it. So somebody who is a wonderful student took over and taught for me. So I'm open to delegating. I don't have, that large of a kind of influx right now yet. But I think from going one-on-one, because I'm only one person, like I used to be a therapist seeing people one-on-one. It's like, I'm only one person and I can only see one person at a time, right? But I do better in groups. So when it
Hmm.
comes to like delegating, I won't delegate to one person. I'll delegate to, it's like one to many as opposed to one to one. So just like you said, like having those evergreens, having the webinars, having this, I can serve so many more people with those sort of things. So and it just clicked when we say delegate, we think we delegate to other people. It's like, we can even delegate to ourselves. Like, I could do a digital online course that does all the work for me forever. I delegated it to that. I did it one time and it works forever, right? So in my way of working, it's like, how am I going to delegate or get less the 80? It's like putting things into place that work for me, that I can do it once and that it works. So that's kind of what came to mind when you said that.
Hmm. Okay, so it makes more sense now because your structure is mostly based on group coaching versus one-on-one coaching, so it kind of makes sense that it doesn't take you a lot of time. So yeah, that was very valuable for you to share. What is one aspect of running your coaching business that quotation would keep you up at night?
Maybe not like not knowing something is the worst, like feeling like stuck, or like, oh, I have to hire someone, or I have to like invest more money or whatever it is. Because look, the more money you make, the more money you spend. That's what the more money I have, I just invest it all. So it's like, it's right now, it's always kind of like even. It's like, God, Karla, just like new level, new devil, baby. It's like, I am always, the more money I make, the more money I spend type of thing. And so I would say feeling like like for funnels, like that might keep me up if I freak out. Like, well, I have to have this in there. And if I'm launching this, then I have to make sure that this is in order first. And then I feel like, oh, I just want to like throw my hands up and just take a nap. Right.
Mhm.
So maybe just like the techie side or like the systems that'll keep me up at night. But honestly, nothing really keeps me up at night because I sleep like a baby, because I do a lot of work on my mental health, and as a therapist, I do that. So I'm really good with managing my emotion and my stress levels.
All right, cool. And we're mostly closing it up. I wanted to see if there's you've shared so much advice so far, so thank you for that. If you could share one more advice, what advice would you give to other, in this case, career coaches that are looking to scale their impact? Uh,
Hmm.
Besides, you mentioned a lot of it. Believe in your gut, go with your basically go with your trust. You can do it. Um, what would be
Yeah.
something else you want to add or?
Listen, the biggest piece of advice that I would give, that I've gotten, that has helped, and I've served thousands of clients. Listen to me. Work on your inner belief system, on your self image. Who are you as a career coach? Who are you as a coach? Why are you doing it? Double down. Double down on who you are. What is your vision? Like, who do you want to be? Walk like it, talk like it, dress like it, act like it in every sense right now. Be that person already. Double down, have confidence. And if you don't, like we can have imposter syndrome, it's like, get the knowledge that you need to make yourself confident. And then repetition. It's discipline. Decide what you want to do and just go for it. Act like you already have the 100,000 subscribers on Instagram or LinkedIn or YouTube. It's like, be the authority. Trust yourself. Be that authority. Go all in. Work on your self image. Who do you want to be? You might feel crazy at first. It's the whole fake it till you make it. It's like, do it. Do it now. Go all in. Have faith. Have confidence in yourself. Work on your inner game. That's what creates everything outside. So I would say, any piece of advice, focus on your inner game.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Carla. It's been a pleasure having you on the podcast. For anyone who wants to connect with you in future, they can find you on LinkedIn. I'll also link the website here. It was Linktree actually. So we'll link that here. Is there any other way they can get in touch with you if they needed to?
Yeah, you can visit my website, karlaelizondo.com. So my name, karlaelizondo.com, and all of my information is there as well. And thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much, Carla.
You're welcome.
That's it for this episode of Career Coaching Secrets. If you enjoyed this conversation, you can subscribe to YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you're listening to this episode to catch future episodes. This conversation was brought to you by Purple Circle, where we help career coaches scale their business to 7 and 8 figures without burning out. To learn more about Purple Circle, our community, and how we can help you grow your business, visit joinpurplecircle.com.